Hey guys, Jack here. I wanted to talk to you about this little gadget here and what we're doing with it today. This is just a wide peeler. It's a great big giant one by a company called New Soda, and I really like it. And what we're doing today, we're making zucchini wide thin noodles with it. See that? Beautiful, isn't it? And we throw them in here. This little drainer thing. It's actually for grilling. But I throw a little salt on them that weeps them out, just like the zoodles video I did before. But I want you to watch how nice this thing works. So what I usually do, I just take a few layers off of one side, because that'll give me a nice flat base. Now it's not going to roll on me. And now, and you can make, kind of a vegetable lasagna. The wife and I today are actually making chicken enchiladas and using this to make like an enchilada casserole in substitute of like a tortilla or a noodle, depending on what you're making with a lasagna. But you can see you get this really nice strip. And I've used other peelers to do this with. The first time that we made this enchilada stuff that Dorothy came up with, we just used a regular peeler, but we weren't able to get, just absolutely beautiful. And when you salt this, what happens is you pull the extra water out of it and it changes the texture. It makes it a lot more kind of noodle-like. Now, as you can see, I'm starting to get now into the seeds. These are nice, big, beautiful zucchinis. And you can take some of the seeds, but eventually, as you go into the seeds, it starts to kind of look like that. And what you can do is you can take the sides. But eventually,
getting kind of thin there.
Getting kind of thin. Go back over, and now come from the other side.
So the recipe I found was for enchiladas, and what they did with the zucchini. So it's kind of a keto. It is keto.
What they did was this, right?
What they did was roll it, but what we did, because we were
it's too much work.
Not interested.
They did it like this.
Yeah, they rolled it.
And then,
but we just layered it more like lasagna.
We just made it in
and it was
layers.
So freaking simple.
And we found that if you let it sit a day and eat it the second day, it kind of firms up. It's a lot nicer that way. So once you get kind of a layer down, if people worry about doing this and think it's like too much salt, just a light layer of salt per layer, and let that sit for about 20 minutes while you do, 20, 30 minutes. It can sit for an hour or two. It's not going to go anywhere while you're doing the other stuff. And you get a much nicer result. You get a lot less water, especially kind of like a casserole dish. If you leave all this water in here, it's going to cook out. You're going to have a lot of moisture, a lot of wet soppiness in the bottom of your casserole. And eventually you'll get down, like, see this one here. It's pretty much core. And you can eat that. There's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't make a good noodle. Or ducks, chickens, etc., compost. Zucchini's not really expensive. But this thing here, man, and they say it'll like peel butternut squash and all. We haven't tried it on that yet, but based on my results so far,
they said it'd peel a pineapple.
It'll peel pineapple. And then once you get kind of that to where you're into the center, take a couple strips, make that end flat. Now you got stability. And they won't be as wide, but you see you get nice noodles. And man, I think this will make a good lasagna, huh, honey? Mm-hmm. We have to try.
We could try that
zucchini lasagna using these as noodles. When Dorothy found this recipe, I was not excited about it.
He was very discouraging.
I was discouraged. I was not discouraging. She said, "Are you excited about it?" I said, "No, I didn't think it would be that good." I'm like, "It's just going to be zucchini and enchilada." But I
never cook, and I was all excited.
And you did good.
And you discouraged me.
I did not discourage you. I just was honest with you. So, we're starting to get in there, but we found this. It's a bit spicy, but this enchilada sauce is the bomb. So if you're keto, low carb, paleo, guys, you got to give this thing a shot. These are like $9, and so far they're just, as far as doing that, the best thing I've found. And we're going to keep with it. We got a whole bunch of this to make for Christmas party, after Christmas party. And we'll catch you later, but check this guy out. New Soda. Don't know why they call it that, but it works great.